being an active listener is one of the most essential tools that you can have to build relationships. It really is the only way that you can understand another person's perspective. But it doesn't come naturally, and it's not so easy to do.
But you can develop the skills. So in this series, we are going to delve into the science as well as give you some actionable tips and tricks that you can use to be a better listener.
Join us for the Power of Listening series. If you are watching this video, then you know this is video number 5 in the Power of Listening series, where we help give you the tools and the understanding of how to be a better active listener. Now, make sure that you have watched the previous videos because we help give you an understanding of what gets in the way and what you can do to overcome it. Moving forward, we're really going to dive deep into one of the biggest things that gets in the way. Well, ourselves. There are so many different things that we tell ourselves, so many different things that we are naturally hardwired to do that will get in the way. One of those being judgments. You know, when someone is telling us a story and we think, man, this person is so smart. Or this person knows nothing about what they're talking about. Or we think, this person always tells the truth. They must be telling me the truth. Or this person always lies. Whatever they have to say, I'm sure it's made up. We all know that those judgments come up. And the reality is that they come up naturally. So what can we do? Stop judging, right? Well, we cannot stop judging. As humans, we are hardwired to judge. It makes sense. If someone is going to feed me something, I need to know if it's safe or unsafe. So I need to judge it and judge it quickly. If someone's throwing a ball at me, it's the difference between me catching the ball, dodging the ball, or taking it to the head. You have to have those quick judgments in order to protect yourself. And also, we make judgments to conserve energy. You've heard us say it so many times. The human body is consistently trying to conserve energy. If I'm having a conversation with someone and I know that the information they're giving me is false, there's no need for me to take a lot of energy to try and understand what they're talking about, ask questions, to dive deeper, and really focus on that conversation. My mind is going to go elsewhere. My mind is going to say, let's go over that to-do list. Let's think about what our next steps are going to be. Let's think about what we're going to do tomorrow. Let's think about things that are actually helpful for my energy to go towards rather than this situation over here. But if that's wrong, if we just have these instilled judgments that come up and we're not even aware of it, we could be not listening to somebody when really they have something great to say, when it's a moment of bonding. And this is about being an active listener. These are those moments where we're being purposeful, where we're trying to better understand the person in front of us, whether it's a friendship, a relationship, a patient, a coworker, whatever it may be. We want to be active listeners. So first things first is understanding that judgments exist no matter what. So what can we do about them is first recognize them just by noticing when they come up and saying, I wonder where that judgment came from. That alone right there opens up the door to curiosity. And our brain loves curiosity. It wants to be curious. Now, what can you do to help your brain be curious about the person in front of you? If you find yourself saying things like, I don't think that's true, instead say, I wonder where they got that information from. Do you see the difference between that? Sometimes we say like, I wonder where they got the information from. But if you truly get curious, you're going to say, I wonder where they got that information from. So flipping it to the positive to the best of your ability. Every single time something comes up. So if you say, this person never has anything good to say, I wonder if this person has something good to say. Just by doing that, flips your brain into a curiosity mindset. And when we are in a curiosity mindset, all different aspects of the brain open up. Instead of shutting down, instead of no longer listening, we get curious about the person in front of us. We wonder more. And once we are in that curiosity mindset, it allows us to really open up dialogue with the person and dive deeper into conversation. This is where the connections happen. So as humans, we naturally are trying to close the gap as quick as possible from the information that you're giving me to conclusion. I make quick judgments. I use my own biases. I use my own belief system, my own past experiences to decide what the information is that you're giving me and what the end result is. And that is where we go wrong so many times when we are in these relationship building and active listening phases. So if we get into that curiosity mindset, what I'm asking you to do is expand the gap between the information being given and the conclusion. Expand it. Get curious about it. Start listening. Start questioning. Start wondering. Start having novelty that I don't know this yet. I wonder what's coming next. And when we can get into that, that is where the magic happens. Now, in the next video, we are going to dive so much deeper into this and help you understand what questions you can ask, what you can do when you're in a curious mindset to really tap into it, and why it's so important to help you be an active listener. Thank you for watching the Power of Listening series, and make sure that you continue